Found out my girlfriend of 5 years has been sleeping with my friend from high school. But I feel nothing. Am I broken? I, 34 years old male, had been dating my girlfriend, 31 years old female, Ashley, for 5 years. We met back in 2018. I remember the day vividly. I was coming home from work as a traffic controller when I came up behind a car that was sitting at a green light. I, of course, was tired and irritated from work, so I honked my horn and yelled for the driver to move. The driver waved their hand out her window. I got out of my truck to see what was going on. The driver, Ashley, was in tears saying that her car ran out of gas and didn't know where the nearest gas station was located. Since I lived nearby, I knew the nearest gas station was nearly 2 miles away. I offered to help her, and she happily accepted. I pushed her car off to the side of the road to prevent any accidents. Since she didn't have a fuel canister, I drove her to the nearest gas station and filled the gas canister I had stored in my work truck. After putting gas in her car and helping her get to the gas station to finish fueling up her car, we exchanged phone numbers. After that day, Ashley and I started calling and texting each other. We connected and got along so well, which led us to eventually dating. My parents loved her, and her parents loved me. We loved the same anime music, and even the same taste in cars. We rented a small apartment together and lived together ever since. Every Saturday night, we would change into our favorite PJs and watch some Bleach, My Hero Academy, Demon Slayer, or One Piece. That was our anime night. I loved her so much that I was planning on proposing to her. Last year, my friend from high school, Tony, moved back to town after he divorced his wife. The first night he came back, we decided to crack open a few beers, reconnect after not seeing each other for 15 years. I told him to stay the night, since he was too drunk to drive. A week after that night, Ashley seemed different and not like her usual self. Instead of having anime night, she would rather go out with her friends and have a girls' night or go help her parents or something along those lines. Sex became less passionate and seemed more like a chore for her. She even stopped saying, "I love you." Before I left for work in the morning, Tony even stopped talking to me, even though we were good friends. It seemed strange, but I didn't think too much of it. That is, until last week. The job site had to be shut down early for the day due to heavy rain. When I got home, I saw Tony's car parked out front. I thought Tony was waiting for me to get home so we could hang out. I walk inside to find Tony on the couch while Ashley was naked and riding him. At that moment, it was like my brain had shut off all emotions inside my head. I felt no anger, no sadness, no hatred, no heartbreak, nothing. I was numb. Ashley freaked out while Tony grabbed his shirt and ran off. Ashley kept crying and saying that it was not what it seemed, that it was a mistake, and that she's sorry. I simply packed my stuff and left the apartment. The only thing I said to Ashley was an emotionless goodbye before leaving. I called my dad and told him what happened. I also asked if I could stay with him for a bit, and he let me move into his house. I'll keep you updated on anything in the future. As of now, it has been 5 days since that event, and I still feel nothing. No emotions, just numb. Am I broken? Update. Here is an update on the situation. I finally started to smile and laugh again. I've contacted my landlord and explained the situation. He told me not to worry, and that I will be getting 100% of my deposit and her deposit. Any damages to the apartment will be taken out of her portion of the deposit. I contacted Ashley's parents and told them the situation. They were shocked and disgusted that their daughter could commit such a disgraceful act. They wanted me to forgive them for what their daughter did. I told that they don't need forgiveness, since they didn't break my heart. I blocked Ashley and Tony on my phone and all of my media accounts. My mom was sad upon hearing the events of what happened. My father was furious because he liked Tony a lot. I don't think I can repeat what he said due to the graphic nature of his words. I'm slowly getting my life back on track. I'm focusing more on my family and my job. My mother asked me if I would ever join the dating scene again. I didn't want to yell at her for asking such a question, so I simply told her that I'll think about it in a few months. update in the comments. A user said, "I'm happy you've smiled and taken care of business. Has she tried to reach out to you at all? Maybe she's moved a pin. Your mood will get better. Don't worry, you'll be fine. When you feel down, come shout us. We'll be here for you." The op replied, "They blew up my phone until I blocked them." Most of the messages were from Ashley. She kept telling me that she was sorry and that she didn't mean to do it, and she wanted to work things out. Tony kept saying that he was sorry, but then he went into anger mode by saying that I didn't deserve a girl like her. He is right though. I didn't deserve a GF who would break my heart and a friend that would stab me in the back. I'm gonna let karma take its toll on them. Her parents already hate her, and they both have been shunned by nearly everybody they know. A user asked, "Was there damages?" The op replied, "The only damages were minor notches in the wall from when we moved our furniture in the day rented the place. Other than that, there were pretty much no other damages." Another user asked, "Have Ashley and Tony tried to contact you?" The op replied, "They were blowing up my phone up until I blocked them. All the messages she sent were, 'I'm sorry. Please see Take Me Back,' woo, or other pathetic excuses on why it happened." As for Tony, his messages went from, "Dude, I'm sorry," to, "Man, fuck you. You don't deserve her." He is technically right though. I didn't deserve a GF that would break my heart or a friend that would stab me in the back. And another user replied to op, "They don't realize the damage they have done. They never do. They expect everyone to overlook their trysts because of years together. Friendship, strong bonds. Don't throw everything away. It meant nothing. For this kind of people, sex with anyone in sight is like some kind of picnic. From a certain point of view, it really doesn't mean anything to them. Very unfortunately, not everyone is lacking in departments like common sense, dignity, and mental state like them. I'm glad you didn't yell. It was definitely too soon for her to ask you that question, but I'm sure your mother meant well. And for a lot of people, they think that you'll heal faster if you can find someone else to fall for. Sadly, that's a pretty idealistic way of thinking and not guaranteed. Your landlord is an awesome person, and I'm glad you've got familial support. If you're not ready to date again, I want to at least suggest you get out there and make some friends. Find a dude you can call your brother, maybe more than one. I wish you luck. This story is over. What do you think about the story? What's your tips? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any similar experiences or stories to share, we'd love to hear them. That's all for today's story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into the intriguing world of human experiences. Stay